Hey everyone, this is Bertina with Spirit Guide Communication through the Art of Divination. I just thought I'd pop on here for a little bit. I'm working on my Harvesting Wisdom, the November Divination Retreat at Cosmic Connections, and I thought I would just talk to you all about the harvest time and divination and a few other things like that, just because, well, I'm preparing for the class and I'm having fun, and I just like to share information. So, in the class, we are going to talk a lot about how there's a connection between divination and harvesting time. There's a seasonal significance. Many divination practices, especially those in ancient traditions, are tied to the cycles of nature. So the changing seasons, including like planting and harvesting, have been significant markers of time and events for agricultural societies, which is where you will find a lot of the history and the creation of divination at. You'll also notice that divination often involves observing and interpreting natural signs and phenomena, such as like behaviors of animals, celestial bodies, the growth of plants, and harvesting time is a crucial period in agriculture where signs are used for divination. All of us grew up, I'm sure, with the Farmer's Almanac and doctors and vets not doing surgeries on certain phases of the moon. You're not supposed to cut your hair in certain phases of the moon, that kind of thing. So we all know what we're talking about with observing natural signs. And I think those are fun because even today, we tend to go back to the Farmer's Almanac and look at, well, I was just looking at it to see how much snowfall we're going to have this year and if I'm going to be stuck at home instead of Nashville. And it looks like Nashville's going to get some significant rainfall, which is a little scary, considering that it is the South there. Um, they also used it for harvesting rituals, knowing when to harvest. And a lot of times that would have to do with guidance from their spirit guides, their deities, to see if they could have a successful harvest and predicting crop yields and, what's the best time to plant and things like that. But my favorite, of course, is the seasonal festivals. I went yesterday to the International Festival, and then I went to a Harvest Festival, and then I went to a wine tasting harvest festival and a pumpkin festival. And that was all a lot of fun. And I feel like that this is my favorite time of year. It's just like things are coming to a close. I feel like I've accomplished a lot of things. And for the people who do the farming and the seasonal festivals, it's the outcome of the harvest. And it kind of ensures that we have food for the community. We still don't realize how much of a food community we are in regards even to local food and harvest. And then also like the symbolism that goes along with it, like beginnings and growth. Like I was talking a moment ago, I feel like for me, October is the end of my year, beginning of my year. My birthday is in November, so it's my birth month. It's the month where I began. So for me, that's the beginning of my year. So I began looking at things from that time period, putting things closing up and opening during that time. And then also just, and I'm not good at this. I'm not going to say my friend Mallory is really good with astrology. Always go see Mallory Key if you want an astrology reading. She's at Cosmic too, but there's a lot of astrology things that are going on. We always, of course, with the equinoxes and then the full moon, and of course, different moons in different signs. And as I told you, I am not good at this, but but she's always talking to me about, ooh, this is the time for this and this is the time for that. So seeking out, different astrological influences. Now I feel the energy, new moons, full moons, waxing, waning moons. They all have different energy for me, and they're different every single time. It's not like all full moons I feel this, and all new moons I feel this. It just really depends, and it's almost like I can tell when the moon is shifting. I know I can tell when the moon is shifting, but how my energy reacts, how sleepy I am, how angry I am, things like that. But then this is also the time when people start really asking questions about divination because Halloween, and that's why I thought I would offer this class during this time is because I absolutely love divination. I find it more as a guidance, not a I have to live by this and this is the rule. It's just a really personal reflection for me. It's guidance. It helps me to seek some direction. And more than not, it's to help me have confidence in myself, trust my intuition. So, divination and harvesting share a connection because they're dependent upon the natural cycles. Their culture, their symbols are very significant. But then also for me, it's just a beautiful time. It's a time when, with my disease, I can actually kind of get out. And if you don't know, I just have a disease where I really can't be in the heat, the sun, or anything else. And yesterday was pushing it. It was probably 80. I'm usually not supposed to be out over 70, but I was out at 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun hadn't come out. So it really wasn't even that hot at that time. It was still in the 60s. So it's just a time where I can actually get out of the house and I can actually be kind of normal for a little bit. But, going on about the classes and everything, it's really fun because harvest is the time where people just really enjoy seeking wisdom. There's so much symbolism, there's so many different traditions. There's the Native American traditions, and I live in Kentucky, near Tennessee. And one of the very few things I like about being in the South is the Native American culture traditions that we see here. I just saw an Aztec ritual ceremony yesterday, and I just started bawling. I could feel the pain, I could feel the happiness, I could feel the spirits that were with them, and these the cultural significance of the harvest time is just wonderful. And then they have ceremonies like the Hopi snake dance that has to do with renewal and spiritual growth and looking at wisdom and bringing wisdom about. I just find those very beautiful. But then also you have to think that there's other traditions. There's Greek, Chinese, African, European, Celtic, all of those. And the symbolism in all of those cultures also go back to their religion. So I know October is a hard time for a lot of people. It is a time when the veil is thinner. It's time when I've lost most of the people in my family. It seems like July for some reason, and then October. And so it's just a way of the harvest is kind of collecting the souls. It's time to go. And then Thanksgiving is a time for gratitude and blessings. And we kind of use that time maybe to harvest our wisdom. And I'm hoping during this class that besides me teaching how to read tea leaves and tarot cards and oracle cards and how to do scrying with candles and crystal balls, I'm hoping that it really brings about a strong personal growth and reflection. Um, I'm just going to throw this in here while I'm still talking. I'm doing a Harvesting Wisdom Divination workshop at Saturday from 12 to 4 at Cosmic Connections. If you can't be there, I Zoom it, I record it, and then eventually there'll be an online class. It just takes me a while sometimes to get all these classes up because I have a brain full of classes and books at this time. So just be patient with me. But if you can come, it's $100. It's 4 hours. Bring some lunch, and we have lots and lots of fun. And I will teach you how to connect, go beyond the basics, and really connect and align all of the divination along with the nature's cycles and energy. Because with the cycles, the planting, the growing, and the harvesting, it is part of our life. So we're going to look at our spiritual wheel. But we're going to create a sacred space, all kinds of different things. So if you have a chance or you have an interest, reach out to me. Learn how to really trust yourself, harvest the things around you, do a meditation to harvest, to help ground you. I may do one in another podcast coming up. But what I really would like to do is just have you take a few moments here and think about what is it that you're harvesting? What are you bringing in to that you have sown all year long? Is it a different attitude, a different personality? Is it work related? Is it relationship related? What have you been harvesting? What are you going to put on your mantle, your hearth, and be extremely happy about? And then also, what is it that as times go through, are you going to release to the universe and then plant more for the next year? I know I am really excited about the work I'm doing now. I know people who know me, they're like, you work all the time, but really, in my life, I really want to be doing this all the time with my kitties, as you can hear. But I really want to be teaching online. I really want to be talking to each of you. I want to help you with journaling. I want to help you with finding who you are. And if that is through journaling or meditation or divination tools, oracle cards, I don't care. It just makes me happy. So take a few moments, go over to my website, bertina.org, check it out. I've tried really, really, really hard on that website to kind of get some things going together. I also have classes on empaths, classes on elemental realms, but I also do a lot of free classes on Thursday night at Zoom, so you have no excuse not to come unless you're working. But then I also record them. So just hit me up on bertina.org, go to yourcosmicconnections.com, look me up, Bertina, Bertena, if you can't spell it, and just kind of see what it is that I'm offering. And then really think about what you are harvesting this fall. I know I'm harvesting peace and happiness that I haven't had in a long time, actually, come to think about it. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I lost my job 3 years ago, the job that I thought, it's almost been 4 now, the job that I thought I was going to retire from. And I thought it was the worst day of my life. I stayed in bed for months. I cried. I was depressed. I thought it was the end of the world. It took me almost a year to find another job at a different university who, to be honest, that I hated when I first started there. I didn't think I was going to last very long. But then I started putting my heart and soul into this. My communication with the spirits have really, that's what's gotten me through, is just sitting and meditating and communicating with the spirits and letting them guide me. I found a new love for oracle cards that I really didn't know that I had. I used to not like oracle cards. I found them as just kind of cheap and lazy, and now working with my spirit guides, it is like wonderful. It's like they are in your face. They do not play. But I don't know. I have been harvesting and harvesting and thinking, and I have 3 to 5 years to retire. So it just depends. I just got promoted, so I have a little bit extra money to spend on my business. I get to teach a sociology class at the university, which gives me a little bit of extra money too. But then that takes away time from this, so I have to harvest. And especially during October, it's really hard at my other job, at my full-time job, because I do a lot of, I work with college students. It's registration time. But then November, December, and part of January is my time to really hit my dream and harvest what I want for the next year. So I hope you follow me on my journey. I didn't mean to get so personal with this, but really, you can't talk about harvesting and divination without talking about your dreams and what you want in your life. And I want to do this. I want to help you. I want to talk to you. I want to lead you on your path to finding your spiritual path, finding your spirit guides, and just finding hope in the world, no matter how you decide to define it. There's so many different ways for that. So, well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that you listen to this, and I hope that your life harvests everything that you wish for it to be. Have a wonderful night. Love you.